For a long time, I believed that the answer was outside of me. That when I moved to the right state, when I moved to the right country, when I just find that right location, then I'll be happy. When I find that right relationship, I'll really, really be happy then. Because I kept seeking for things and nothing gave me what I wanted. So last year, I decided to really change my life. I would move to another state. So it was in the middle of winter, and I went to Denver, Colorado, because it's always been a place that I've always wanted to go to. It's very beautiful. I always found the mountains to be very healing. And I was like, there's something there. There's going to be a transformation there. I just believed it in my heart. I knew it in my soul. And I was being guided there. But even before going to Denver, to get out of that state, to get out of the state of feeling sorry for myself, the state of like nothing's working out, like I keep repeating the same patterns, this type of thing that I kept repeating, I realized I needed help, and so I started doing some different coaching work. I started to do therapy. I did many different modalities to try to get me out of this funk and I kept getting in relationships, and then I kept being unhappy when I was in them. And I was like, what is really going on? It's not the relationship, it's me. The relationships would give me temporary happiness, and then it would go away. And then something within me would tell me that there's more work for you. There's something else for you. And I am very intuitive, and I love to really listen to my own guidance system. So I finally, after the last relationship, I realized that I really had to take this serious, and I had to do something different. And through a lot of pain after the relationship, a lot of grieving, I realized that I had to change my location for there to be a shift, which brought me to Denver. I went in January, and in January, the middle of winter, I was like, I'm going to go out there and learn how to really just get in touch with this part of me that I'm seeking, that I don't know how to find. And when I was out there, I quit my job. I was able to afford living and I was pet sitting and house sitting. And through that, I had a lot of time to be alone. I had a lot of time to really ask myself deeper questions, to really get beyond these limitations. And there was a big spiritual journey for me. And then I realized that I had to come back home because Denver is very expensive, and that, I had to come back to my family and continue my journey in a different way. When I came back home, I noticed the patterns of being sorry or feeling sorry for myself starting to come back, and almost getting stuck in similar mindset. But I was like, there's no way that I learned so much. I went through so many different layers of healing, and I'm stuck in the same place. There's no way. So I deep dived into my anxious attachment style, because I knew that this anxious attachment style was holding me back. It was holding me back from growing, The biggest thing that was holding me back in my life was my anxious attachment style. And I know a lot of you can relate to this. We tend to say that if we hang on to another, then we'll be fine. Just by hanging on to another person, this is where we'll find our love. And I believed that for so many years that it was just a habitual pattern. And when things keep repeating like that, they're usually linked to our childhood. So I dove in again with a coach of mine, and we dove into that. Quickly after this work that we did, I was able to shift in such a radical way that even though I'm in the same place where I was before I left, I feel like a totally new person. I feel that I am not who I was before I left for Denver at all. I feel like a total new human being. And it's a journey, right? It's a journey to get there. It's a journey for us to move through our own layers of healing, because we all have different patterns and things to move through. And I share this message because I want you to know that you can do this, that there is hope, and to please keep going, to never give up. Don't give up, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know for some of you it may be hard to realize this, but right now, if you're in that pattern of being stuck or feeling like nothing is changing, but I promise you, if you hang on and if you keep believing in something, and if you keep trusting your intuition, it will not lead you astray. I promise you always that it will just prevail, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, even though it feels like there isn't. And a lot of the times through this past year, I thought, man, is this ever going to work? I just feel like I just keep healing and clearing and healing and letting go and clearing. And it was so much. And I was like, when will this ever end? And the truth is that the healing work never really ends. That's one part of it. But the other truth is, because as long as we're alive, the healing work is always a thing, right? That's why we're here, to move through our own individual journeys. But I'm here to say that there is a point that you will reach, that you will see that now it's time for you to be that version. Now it's time for you to just be, to just enjoy, and to just allow things to be, and to stop trying to get anywhere else. When you stop wanting, you start allowing. But I believe that we're all connected to this thread that gives us life, this thread that is abundant in nature, that leads the birds to get their food every day, the animals to be fed, the abundant energy that is inside of the planet, that's there all around us. It's also available to us human beings. It's for animals, it's for humans, it's for everyone in this planet. So stop living in your head. Start living from your heart. Start living from the intuitive feeling that guides you, and watch your life transform. Even though it can be difficult, because we've been conditioned and we have many, many layers to move through, I promise you, you can do this. It is possible to heal. And it's possible for you to be happy now. I just wanted to open up a little bit more, because I don't really give much on my background, and I wanted to let you guys into my inner world a little bit and to know why I speak of connecting to this wisdom that we all have. It's because I know that it works. It's because I know that it will lead you to where you need to be, where your heart's deepest desire is. You don't have to settle. You don't have to live a life that's mediocre. You don't have to just be okay because everyone else is. If your path is leading you to something different, is leading you to a higher calling, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You need to listen to that invisible thread that is abundant energy, that lives through nature, that lives in the entirety of the world around us. All we need to do is connect with it now. This is the only thing that we have to do, is connect to this power, and all else will be taken care of. Truly, from my heart's desire, I wish this for you, and I know that it can be done. I know that it's possible because I've experienced it. I'm experiencing it now, and I want the same for you. I want the same for you. I want a shift in your life. I want you to connect to this energy, the abundant energy that is all around us right now. It's all around you. Just comment on this video if this resonates with you, if you feel like you're on a healing journey and you feel like it's transformed your life, or you feel like it will, because it will. Blessings to every one of you watching. I will see you guys on the next video.